Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis. David. Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time today. There will be some clean, old-fashioned hate on display in this one, guys.
Yeah, how cool is that, by the way? That's the name of the rivalry. When it comes up, clean, old-fashioned hate. You think they like each other? Absolutely not. Bragging rights all through the state of Georgia.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Grab near the sticks. It's Harvey. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of Bug's meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On second down, they'll take to the air. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Pocket starts to collapse. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide out in motion. On second down, he's looking downfield. Makes the grab. It's Dalton. Tackled immediately after the catch. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Dogs! A great catch and run for 6.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia Tech's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Forced out of the pocket. trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Unloads quickly, and they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Offense gets set for second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Pryor. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
The rambling wreck just left tread marks on the dogs the last time they played.
I mean, it was a beat down, and the bragging rights were deep, and the trash talk was amazing. I mean, they got to say and take out a lot of frustration in this series. Georgia now a year to stew on that. I imagine they're going to come out really, really agitated.
From the gun on third down. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Offense set on first down. He leaves it with his back. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's gotten the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it. Looking for the score. He got it. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The give. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Buys a little time. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. Catch in the middle, it's Aurora. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into...
Oh, look out, there he goes! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And now on second down for this offense. The handoff to Johnson. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. They move the tight end all over. Got it, looking for the first down. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lost one down the sideline. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. After the misfire, it's second down. The give to the tailback. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Third and short now from their own 48. He's right on target. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. The give out of the gun. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Tompkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. He's going to pass. Finds his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They think there's room to run to the right here. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without score. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Big-time players make big plays in big games. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Block! The heat got to him! And after the block punt and all that followed, they'll start this drive inside their 30. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Works the middle of the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here. Cut into the...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. He hopes it turns out better than last time. He had the other one blocked. Hauls it in, looking for space. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete. Now on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Rhodes. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. On second down, wants to throw it. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. The run to the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm.
Speeding down the left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive. They've been doing it.
There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats, and you take the rankings, and you take the records, and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.